Morning, jr4. Today we will talk about concept 1 in unit 2, lesson 1. Talk about the truck and airplane. Talk about trunk and airplane. The objects require a force to stop or move. This force could be pushing force or pulling force. So the object needs force to stop moving or to start moving or to stop this moving. This force will be pushing force or a pulling force. Okay, look at these two pictures. You will see picture 1, the person push the car, but picture 2, the person need energy to pull the suitcase. Okay, the engine on a jet airplane are much more powerful than the engine in a truck. So we have two pictures. The first one called the truck and the second one called airplane, jet airplane. You have to know the engine on the jet airplane has much more powerful than the engine in the truck. So the jet airplane can fly much faster than the moving trucks. Okay, the engine on the airplane has much more powerful, okay, energy, much more energy. So the airplane can fly much faster than the moving trucks. Okay. After that, what would happen if the jet engine is put on a normal truck? The truck in the opposite figure, look at this, it's called shockwave truck. Shockwave truck, okay, has been fitted with 3 jet engines from the airplane. They put in the shockwave truck 3 engines from the engine of the, like the engine in the airplane, in the jet airplane. Okay, due to the presence of these 3 jet engines, the shockwave truck can reach speeds over 500 kilometers an hour. It means faster, 5 times faster than the normal trucks, because of the presence of the 3 engines of the jet airplane. Okay, so it can move 500 kilometers an hour. It will be faster 5 times than the normal truck. Okay, after that, how does this truck move and how does it stop? The powerful engine helps the shockwave to start moving and reach record speeds. Okay, and it needs 3 parachutes to stop moving. Okay, we use 3 parachutes used to slow down this truck or this wave, this shockwave truck, to stop it quickly, because it will be so fast. So it needs parachutes to stop it quickly, Okay. After that, complete the following using these words. Number 1, the speed of a normal truck is that of a jet airplane. The speed of a normal truck is that of the the speed of normal truck is that of a jet airplane, slower than. Slower. The speed of the shockwave track is that of a normal track. Shockwave is faster than the normal track. Faster than. You understand, junior 4? So in this lesson, I said what? I said that I said any object require a force to start moving or to stop moving. This force could be push force or pulling force. Okay, I talk about the truck, normal truck, and the jet airplane. You have to know that the engine inside the jet airplane has much more powerful, so it can fly much faster than the moving trucks. The jet airplane can fly faster than. Okay, and if we put the three engines from like the same type of the engine in the jet airplane, it will be called, it's called shockwave truck. It has 3 jet engines, so it has to move 500 kilometers an hour, and with 5 times more faster than the normal truck. And to stop it moving quickly, we have to use 3 parachutes. Okay. After that, we will talk about concept 1, lesson 2, making things move. Making things move. Okay, all objects around us can't move without push or pull force, because these 2 forces will help the object to move or to stop moving. Closed door untouched doesn't move until someone pull the handle with hand to open the door. Can air provide enough force to move an object? Air, you have to know that air or wind can move objects as the leaves of the tree move by the wind blowing. Okay? One of the most important concepts to understand the motion is to know the meaning of balance and unbalanced forces. Balance and unbalanced. Look to the 2 pictures here. The left one, okay, if the 2 teams are pulling the rope with equal force, so the force here is balanced. What is the meaning of the balanced? They are equal force. Equal force. The 2 teams play with the same force. So the rope will not move because now it's balanced force or equal force. But in the right picture, if one team is pulling the rope with greater force, look at 2 persons and 3 persons. The first team, 2 persons, and the second team, 3 persons. So if one team of them pulling the rope with greater force, so the force here is called unbalanced, and the rope will move towards the team with greater force. So you have to know, in case of balanced force, the rope will not move towards any team, okay, because it's called balanced force. But if now the 2 teams, one of them play with greater force, so the force will be unbalanced and the rope will move towards the team with the greater force. So if there are balanced force act on the object, so the object will not move. But if there are unbalanced force act on this object, so the object will move. Okay? Balanced or equal forces, so the object will not move. But unbalanced or unequal, so the object will move. Okay? When I ask you, Put right or wrong. Push and pull are forces cause object to move. It will be right. Okay, push and pull force cause the object to move, right. Number 2, air make a force that can move some objects, right. After that, put right or wrong also. If an object move, it means that the force acting on it are balanced. If the object move, it means that the force acting on it are balanced. It will be wrong. Number 2, the unbalanced force cause the object to move. The unbalanced, it will be right. Okay? Okay, junior 4? Okay. How do we know an object to move? An object is in motion if it's moving from one place to another place. Okay? When we say the object is moving, it means that this object will move from place to another place. Okay? When we look at an object, we can describe its position compared to the other things around it. So what is the meaning of motion? Motion is any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed point. It's any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed point. It's any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed point. Okay? Example about object motion. Number 1, imagine that the father is holding the boy to play catch. The starting position of the ball movement is the father because it will be with the father. When he throws the ball from his hand, it will move by the pushing force through the air. Then the ball will drop into his son's hand by the pulling force. Now, the man make push and his boy make pulling force. The pushing force on the son's hand against the ball will stop it. So the position of the ball change relative to persons. Change relative to the two persons. You have to know that the boy, okay, now he pulled the ball. Okay? And his father pushed the ball to his son. Yes or no? So you have to know a new definition which is called the gravity. When you hold a pen or a pencil in your hand, and throw it, it will go up or go down? It will fall down due to the presence of something called the gravity. What is the meaning of the gravity? It's the force that pulls object towards the center of the earth. So anything when fall, it will fall down, not go up. It will go down due to the gravity. What is the meaning of gravity? It's the force that pulls object towards the center of the earth. Okay? So you have to know for any object to be in motion must be force, okay? And change in the position relative to a fixed point. So we can say about any object that's in a moving or motion when it has force, push or pull, and the change in its position. Okay, like person walk down the street, leaf blowing in the wind, pole traveling through the air after it's thrown. So we can see all of them. All of these examples, we can see them easy. But we have some motion is hard to be seen. Hard to be seen, like the rotation of Earth around the sun. Like the rotation of the Earth around the sun. Okay, from the previous example, we can observe that any object is in motion. If the position of object change, even this change can't be seen. Okay, any object is in motion. If the position of the object change, even we can't see, like the motion is hard to be seen, like the rotation of Earth around the sun. After that, the change in position of an object is compared to something is not moving. We have to know that the object moves, so we have to compare this object by something not moving. Okay, number one, complete. Must act upon the pole to start motion. A force must act on a pole to start motion. So the motion of the pole must, the motion of the pole So the position, number one, must act upon the pole to start motion. So the position of the pole must change. Force must act upon the pole to start motion. So the position of the pole must change. Number two, there are two types of forces which are push and pull. Push and pull. That code the motion of any object. Okay, junior 4. See you next week.